Clarifications, Erklärungen braucht ihr. Zum gestrigen Unterricht. Gestern ist ein Zeitadverbien. Gestrig mit ig ist ein Adjektiv. Gestrig, gestrig. Die gestrige Zeitung. Das heißt, die Zeitung von gestern. Ja, der gestrige Unterricht. Der Unterricht von gestern. Der heutige Unterricht. Ja, der heutige Unterricht, der Unterricht von heute. Der morgige Unterricht. Der Unterricht von morgen. So, gestrig, heutig, morgig. 3 Adjektivformen für gestern, heute und morgen. So, habt ihr Fragen zu dem gestrigen Unterricht? Any question to yesterday's class? Also wir haben diese...
No, sir.
Ja? Okay, das ist gut. Was wir hier über Hotel Mama und die Erfahrungen gelesen und ausgetauscht haben. Unsere Meinungen haben wir dazu ausgetauscht in kurzen. We exchanged ideas there very briefly. No questions? Okay. Am Ende jeder Lektion gibt es was Landeskundiges zum Lesen, zum Verstehen und zu genießen, to enjoy. Natürlich gibt es hier auch neue Wörter. Every lesson has this. So there's something culture related, German culture related, or German speaking culture related. It could be about Austria, it could be about Switzerland, not just Germany alone. And there is one more country which has German as its official language. Can you name that country?
Luxembourg.
9.
Austria?
I've already mentioned that. Deutschland, Österreich, die
Österreich.
Schweiz, die Österreich und
Vielleicht Switzerland auch.
that also I mentioned.
Okay. One more is
Czechoslovakia. Oh, okay.
Right?
which one? Czechoslovakia.
9. They speak Czechish. And besides, it's not Czechoslovakia. It's split up now.
Yeah, Czech
Die
and
Tschechische Republik und die Slowakische Republik. Die Slowakei.
then Latvia, Lithuania. So all these things are in European Union.
Nein, auch nicht, auch nicht. Auch nicht. Well, one more. One more. So we have day, A, CH und L. So we have Deutschland. A ist Autriche oder Österreich. CH ist Confederatio Helvetica oder die Schweiz und mit L.
So Lithuania?
Right. Lithuania is a Baltic country. It was part of the erstwhile Soviet Union. Das ist Lithuanian heißt das. Lithuanian, Estonian, Latvian und Belarus, also called Weißrussland in German. They're all part of the erstwhile Soviet Union. Now they're all independent countries. Have you heard of this country, Liechtenstein?
Nine.
Do you know where it is? Never?
No answer.
Deutsch, Autriche, Confederatio Helvetica und Liechtenstein. Also Deutschland, Österreich, die Schweiz und Liechtenstein. Die sind die 4 Länder, wo Deutsch am meisten gesprochen wird. German is also spoken in the Czech Republic, partly in a region near Italy, but officially also it's there. It's a minority language. I'm talking of major as mother tongue. These are the 4 countries where it is a major language as a mother tongue. Liechtenstein is ein kleines Land. It's between Switzerland and Austria. Very, very small country. It's an independent country, monarchy run by a king, and economically and financially and so weiter, it is totally dependent on Switzerland. The total area of the country is 160 square kilometers. Total area, 160 square kilometers. It's just a number to many of us, but think of it. If you give it an area in terms of kilometers, it will be like, what do you say? 16 kilometers in one direction, 10 kilometers in one more direction. So with 16 by 10 kilometer size, that is the area of that country, which is one locality in one big Indian city. Yeah, so if you are looking for Liechtenstein, you may not be able to even see it in an ordinary map very often. Internet funktioniert recht gut. Ja, so weit ist das jetzt. Das ist in Ordnung. Nee, also hier habe ich keine Karte. Oh, doch. Ich habe die Karte. So, Karten. Schön. This has just come up accidentally. I had no intention of doing this, but good. Move down. Move down. Yeah, that's better. Come on, load up. Here. Right. So, das ist Europa. Alles, was wir hier sehen, also was dann hier diese Farbe ist, grün. Die Türkei auch. Yeah, Turkey is also European, but only this part is European, the other half is Asian. You see this one here, the small part where my cursor is right now? This is the European part. This part is the Asian part. One of the political reasons why Turkey is not, there's a blue mosque there. Yeah. So the country is separated by a small body of water. This separation of 2 pieces of land by a narrow strip of water is called a strait. And here, see this? This water separates these 2 parts of the land. So what you see here is Turkey on the European side, and this is also Turkey on the Asian side. So the political reason why Turkey is not part of the EU is because part of Turkey is on the Asian side. So more, we can discuss it at some other point of time. So yes, now to move further. Moscow, this is the Slovenian thing. It's still in the Russian thing here. Moment, but that is Macedonia, Montenegro. This used to be Yugoslavia. Yeah, Bosnia, Herzegovina, Croatia. All this used to be part of Yugoslavia once upon a time, and that also split up into independent nations. This is Österreich, Graz, Austria, and now the spelling of the country is bigger than the country. Liechtenstein. Okay, let's go on. Even now, it is small. This part here,
Too small. It's
this here, is Liechtenstein. And the capital is Vaduz. It's a very, very small town, the capital itself. But from the point of view of location, it's located right in, literally in the middle of the Alps, as you can see here from the picture. Right in the middle. So to the western border, this is Switzerland. And the eastern border, this is Austria. You see the line here, this is yesterday. It does not have a border with Germany because Austria separates it. Bregenz is Österreich. Lindau is Deutschland. This here is Deutschland. And again, while we are doing this Geography Landeskunde, der Bodensee, it's a huge lake which is shared by Germany, Switzerland, and Austria. It's a very famous tourist destination down south. And now coming down here.
Ein bisschen Italy oder nicht?
No. Italy is further down here. This is below here is Italy. Innsbruck, further down, this is Italy. What you see here? Parco Naturale Vedreta di Ries Orina. It's Italy. Santa Vigilio, Merano, Italy. When you come back here, this is again the other thing that I can show you now. I need to see Füssen. Yeah, found it, Füssen. No, it won't be clear. Oh, yes, it is. There you are. Found it. So right in the middle, Füssen, Neuschwanstein. Plus SCHLOSS plus Neuschwanstein. The castle, Neuschwanstein. This is right in the southern part of Germany, in the Alps, very close to the Austrian border. A beautiful castle, and if you look at the structure, it looks similar to the Disneyland castle in Florida and America and other places. And it looks familiar because it has been copied by the American architects for their Disneyland, because Disneyland and America borrowed from German literature all the fairy tales. So fairy tales like Red Riding Hood, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Rapunzel. What else do you have? Cinderella.
Märchen, ja.
Ja, die sind alle Märchen auf Deutsch. Die heißen Märchen. M-E-Umlaut, R-C-H-E-N. Märchen. They've been borrowed from Germany, and America has used them. They're all German stories. Don't think Cinderella and the other stories are, or Snow White is American. It's nothing to do with America. All fairy tales that you read are from Germany. All of them. Jack and the Beanstalk, the Prince and the Peas by Christian Andersen, Denmark, a Danish fairy tale writer. So this castle is unique because it took a long time to build. It's built on the top of a small hill, 1876. Pure white stone. Why? Because the king was a mad fan of fairy tales. So he had this castle built, and it's called mad because he used his government money to form this castle. And when he died, there was no money in the government. Yeah, so this Amargaon area is known for his castle. Schwangau, there's another castle, should be there. I don't know whether show that. This is in the same region, Neuschwanstein. This is
It's in Germany.
It's in Germany. This is Hohenschwangau, the Schwangau Castle. Yeah, scenery is awesome, naturally. Yeah, this entire region. Yeah. Neuschwanstein, the castle is precisely located here. Let's see whether I can show you something more. Basically here, this is what the castle looks like. And there's a bridge from where you take pictures of the castle, which is a popular tourist destination. The bridge, not the castle. For Japanese tourists who stand on the bridge with the castle in the background, newly married couples, and they get themselves photographed there. Of course, now selfies are also there. So coming back to our topic, so ganz schnell zurück. It's there in the book now. Liechtenstein, the only country in Europe.
Even I don't read. I don't see this country in European Union. Is it in European Union?
There.
No.
Oh, it's there, very much
Okay.
there.
Okay, so out of 28, okay.
It's very much there. Liechtenstein, and not only that, visa for Liechtenstein you get via Switzerland. If you have a Swiss visa, you can go to Liechtenstein. Can't blame. Can't blame. But on their own, they don't issue anything because for all other purposes, they are with Switzerland. There's an independent monarch here. King is here. Sits in the castle in Vaduz. Let's see. It should show up. This is the castle. You can go up to the gate. Inside you're not allowed. But up to the gates you can walk up. The entire town itself, well, I walked in 45 minutes. The whole town, all roads, every street, I covered in 45 minutes. On foot. Very small town. If the size of the country is this much, how big can this be? Just imagine. This is the Stamps Museum. Yeah, it's in the southern part of Germany. So das bedeutet,
Nachher Stuttgart oder Munich.
Yeah. Well to the south. Also Hamburg is the oben. This is Hamburg. Bonn is in the Mitte here. Berlin, more to the Ost, then come down. München, the biggest city in other terms, in terms of population and size, München. Also called the secret capital of Germany. Die Geheimhauptstadt von Deutschland. That's what people call it. Yeah, and so moment. Yeah, Bonn is up here. Here.
Yeah. Then Frankfurt, Stuttgart, more to the south.
Yeah. And more importantly, if you have Vasu's address or Monika's address, or even Priyambada's address, you can Google that address. It will take you to that road. You put this man on that spot, and you can see their house from outside. Have you ever tried
Yeah,
it?
I have done this, sir. Yeah, I
Yeah?
have tried it. Yeah.
Okay. What about the others?
Yeah, me too.
And Priyambada and the others?
Nice, sir.
You never tried it?
Z-Mine and Google Earth.
Nine here. Oh, please Google. You don't need
Nine,
Google
sir.
Earth. Google
Nine,
Map.
sir.
Put this man there. It'll take you to
Vas?
Street View. Vasu, we had an address very quickly.
Yeah, Holbeinstrasse is then.
Yeah, we can see his phone.
Yes, sir. I can see.
Zen.
Holbeinstrasse, Bonn.
Yeah, Bonn. Yeah.
And Seine, Holbeinstrasse, Seine, huh?
Yeah.
Is that the address? Okay.
Ja. Und 53175.
Yeah, Films is for that part of Germany, the postal code. Okay.
Yeah.
This is Holbeinstrasse. Now we just zoom in.
Richtig.
So you have the.
Just a minute. I'll go and wave. I'll wave my hand. 1 minute. I'll go out.
No,
You can see.
Wait, Vasu, this is not live. This is not live.
No, just for fun. I said. I can wave
Not
here,
live.
not there.
Now, can you give me the rough location? I lost it here.
RL
No, okay.
RL pump gas station.
Here, Karl Heinz.
Holbeinstrasse.
What we are doing.
Yeah.
It's not on Street View.
Yeah.
Nope, it's not on Street View.
Oh, why then? It's so simple. I've seen
Holbeinstrasse
long
is
back.
not on Street View. I can't put the man over there.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see. Monica,
Then okay. Max Lubner Straße.
Max,
Max Lobner. L-O, yeah. Genau.
yeah. Nummer,
Ja, Zen. Oder
same, wieder.
ja, genau.
Yeah, habe ich hier. I don't think this is on.
Main road. It's,
Yeah, got
it's
it.
inside.
This
Yeah.
is the Max Road.
Yes.
Let me see if I can put this man, the yellow man. Here.
Man. Yeah.
Yeah, das funktioniert hier.
Yeah.
This is number 12.
This is my street corner. Max Lubner Straße starts from the board.
Right. Okay. So,
Yeah. So the first house is this is number 6. So from there, fourth house is mine. Yeah.
there you are. This is a petrol pump?
Yeah. RL. I told. RL petrol pump. Yeah.
Okay, let's see. So funktioniert das. I'm sure
Exactly. If
many of you know
you.
this.
Yeah.
You can have a good look at the area, look around, see how neatly everything is marked out. Wie sauber die Straßen sind, with signs on this, the road signs here. And it gives you an idea, this is a modernes Appartement hier oder ein Gebäude. So what you read here, you can literally see here, physically. So let's see.
This is how
My net
this
is slow.
the thing we do when we search for house. We see the locality like this. So then we have an idea. Then we go.
The street view is not available for India. Indian government banned it. They did not want Google Street View. So you don't get it for Indian cities. So there you are. Is this a Einbahnstraße?
Nahi.
Okay, now something else here.
Nahi. Es ist eine U-Bahn-Station. U-Bahnhof. Und
Is it a one-way road? Is it a one-way street?
Because in between the railway track is there. The other side road is other side. You see the wall. Wall is the station.
Yeah.
So you can see the Lange. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So the other side is
Eisenbahn.
yeah.
Okay.
So you can
Now,
see the other road is near the petrol bunk.
Right. Look at this here. This is your Fahrräder. This is for cycles. So a cycle track, cyclists use this exclusively and always. Cars are not allowed to be here. As a pedestrian, more importantly, unfortunately, I have to say this, as an Indian, don't stand on the cycle track unless you want to learn the choicest German abuses. Never block a cyclist. Don't walk on the cycle track also. It is to be kept open always for cyclists. This is a very clear-cut rule. You can't walk anywhere and everywhere you please. So be very careful when it comes to this. If those of us who have little experience of travel abroad or don't know these rules, you will not be spared. Even if you're a foreigner and say, look, I did not know, the argument is you should have first read about it and then come here. No excuse. I'm new, I'm sorry. No excuses. Yeah, so Zita's house. Okay. So let's get back. I don't need this anymore. Close the maps also. So some other time you can check out how your apartment looks from outside, and when it is updated, this is 2021, but I don't know which date. Which date, I don't know. I'm not sure. So Zita's house. And that brings us back here to our text, König Ludwig der Zweite. König Ludwig der Zweite. So liest man das. The second. Don't read it as König Ludwig II. Der ist, oder der heißt Märchenkönig und Technikfreak. Whatever technology was available at that time, er war ein Technikfreak. As you can see, German uses words from English also to form or coin words of their own. This is what Neuschwanstein looks like. Having said that, this is my, I don't know what you call this in our language here, in technical language, but this is how I have my picture on the screen, Neuschwanstein. Yeah, so I don't know what it's called, cover screen, title screen, no idea. It's one of the most beautiful castles in the world. Sehr viel besucht, meist besucht, Superlativ. Not viel besucht, but meist besucht, most visited. Ja? So bilden wir auch Wörter, die wir schon gelernt haben. So do go through this text at leisure. check out the words that are not known to you, and we can discuss them here. Okay, so this is an inside view of the castle. This is the technology that he used to produce this Tischlein deck dish. It's a fairy tale story called Tischlein deck dish. That reminds me now. Have you read any fairy tales, any of you?
Leider nicht.
Nicht,
Nein,
sir.
No one?
Aber ich habe die
Nein,
Filme
sir.
von dieser Fairy Tale gesehen.
Ja, das
Zum
ist schon,
Beispiel
aber auf Englisch oder auf Deutsch?
English.
Mhm.
Cinderella, sir,
Rapunzel.
only.
Yeah, Abdullah, Uma, you saying something?
No, sir, I said 9.
9, okay. I think I have a few fairy tales in German.
Yeah, you shared with us. So
Have I given you those?
Yeah,
yeah,
sir. Harry
Cinderella.
Potter,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
shared us.
Hey,
Yes.
not Harry Potter. Harry Potter is
Cinderella
by
you
J.K.
shared with
Rowling.
us.
He's a Britisher.
Oh, okay.
Talking of Grimm's fairy tales.
You
Cinderella, Red
shared
Riding Hood,
already with
Snow
us
White.
the Cinderella. Yeah.
Oh, the others don't have that. Could you
No,
share
no.
that with the others?
No, it's shared with everyone in the group.
Okay, good.
Yes, sir.
By reading them, they are fun, and your German will also really improve.
I do
And
that. Yeah.
do have a look at it
It's in my to-do list. Yeah.
somewhere. And like I said, every lesson when it ends normally ends with some cultural background information, which is fun to read and store away somewhere, so that we learn etwas über die Kultur dieses Landes. It's a beautiful castle. Beautiful castle. Okay, so think of it, those of you in Germany, to plan a trip, check out the pandemic restrictions there, and then we can plan a trip. So, jetzt,
Yeah. Momentan wir haben wir Kürbisfest im Ludwigsburg Castle in Stuttgart.
oh, okay. And when is that?
Ludwigsburg Castle in Stuttgart, in Metal
Yeah,
Stuttgart.
but there would be some cultural events going on there also.
Yeah, every weekend they have, but it's a 3 months festival, and you can see some 600 to 700 varieties of pumpkins.
Try out the pumpkin soup.
I love it.
Super. Das ist sehr, sehr lecker. Absolutely pure vegetarian soup.
And I love
It
the
is like-
seeds.
Yeah. So for the vegetarians in the group, it's wonderful taste. You can try making that soup at home. We also get pumpkins here, but small size ones.
Very limited. Yeah.
Very small size, normally 1 or 2. One is a white one. That is your ash gourd, it's called. And out of that, you make your agra ka petha. That is made out of that white one. Then you also have the red pumpkin, which is normally cooked into some kind of wet vegetable.
Gravy.
You can make soup out of that. Follow the German recipe. Kürbis is the word of Deutsch. K-U umlaut R-B-I-S. So type out Kürbissuppe and you'll get the recipe. Okay. Jetzt lernen wir und beginnen wir mit etwas Neues. So, wir sehen uns mal diese Bilder an. So. Ich muss das leider ein bisschen verkleinern. Ja, jetzt haben wir das ganze Bild. Das ist Bild A. (8 Uhr, 12 Uhr, 6 Uhr Abend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wir
Diese
haben
Frau,
ein Proverb in unserer Sprache.
ja, Sprichwort. Ja, Sprichwort
Frischwort.
heißt das.
Frischwort. Okay.
Sprichwort.
Frischwort.
Ja.
Oder
diese-
Redewendung oder
Redewendung.
Ausgangssprache? Oder?
Nein. Redewendungen sind anders. Das ist ein Sprichwort, Proverb, Kahavat.
Ja.
It's a proverb. Proverbs are different from Redewendung. A Redewendung is a phrase.
Okay.
A phrase that is put into a sentence and used. Whereas a proverb is a complete sentence by itself. A Redewendung is an incomplete sentence. Okay, so hier steht Montag, Dienstag, Mittwoch, Donnerstag, Freitag, Samstag, Sonntag. Also alle 7 Tage der Woche. Und sie hat etwas schon gegessen. Und sie denkt also nein. Und dieser Mann hier, was trägt der hier? What is he wearing here?
Anzug.
And
Nachtanzug.
yeah, it's a night suit. Nachtanzug.
Yeah.
Normally striped pajamas and so on. But what's in these Vögel? What birds are these?
Hähnchen.
Hund. Yeah.
Hund.
Yeah, Hühnchen. Okay.
Hühnchen.
And what is this here? This part here? This structure. What does it look like?
Bed.
Bank.
Eine Bank.
And bed.
Eine Bank.
Bunk.
No, bed. This is a bed here. It konnte auch ein Bank sein, aber das ist ein Bett hier. Okay. So, and what is he doing? Was macht er? Was macht er?
Hatching.
Er legt die Hühner ins Bett. He's putting the chickens to sleep, literally. He's putting them on the bed. Isn't it? He's putting the chickens in the bed. Now, let's go to the further one. Next one. Er hat gegessen. He's finished with his food. And now he's thinking.
Yeah, whether to go to the bed or go for a round walk.
Okay. Then what about this one? Carrying a purse, a dress, and she's got warm shoes on.
She's going to a party or for clubbing?
Yeah, wait a minute. Look at her head. It says ice. She's got a cold compress on the head and warm shoes on her feet. Es sind warme Schuhe.
Yeah.
And then let's see, what do these proverbs say? Do you or have you ever come across these proverbs? Oh, you begin. I just remembered. How do I know that this person has
Sir,
finished his meal?
B is an apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Morning breakfast
Here-
should be like an emperor, and dinner
Uh-huh.
should be like a beggar,
And in between?
like a status man.
Okay. What is this here? Okay, keine Ahnung. Yeah, übrigens, dieses Bild hier, Bild Nummer D.
The question:
do
how
I
he
know
has
this
finished?
Yeah, because I said he has finished his lunch or
Yeah.
dinner. So how do I know he has finished? Maybe he
When
has not yet.
when the Besteck sind im Parallel, dann es bedeutet es ist fertig.
Fetish.
Gut, Vasu. Sehr gut. Well done. This is one more etiquette, a kind of a rule that one must learn, and it's normally used on formal occasions. Informally also. In formal occasions, when you're out eating lunch or dinner, and for a German or any European, it makes no difference. They always follow these rules. So these are the rules of the table. After finishing your meal, also das Besteck muss parallel dort stehen oder liegen. So your fork and your knife, if you're using a spoon, normally it won't be there. Spoon will not be there. It will be only a fork and knife. They should be parallel to each other. If they are parallel, that means your plate is not done. And if there is a waiter or somebody there at a restaurant, he or she can come and clear your plate.
And pick it.
Don't keep your spoon and fork crossed.
Cross.
Yeah, never crossed. It has to be parallel. That means I am finished. Okay, now let's see whether we can match them. Hier sind unsere Sprichwörter. Sprichwort ist Singular und Sprichwörter ist Plural. Jetzt kann ich das ein bisschen vergrößern. Das erste Sprichwort ist schon gelöst. It's already solved. Den Kopf halt kühl, die Füße warm. Das macht den besten Doktor arm.
So
Makes the
fifth
doctor
is
poor.
B.
So what does it mean? What does this one mean?
That's what, a cool head and called warm leg makes the doctor poor.
In other words,
It is healthy.
yes. But
We need not to go to the
why
doctor. We
this-
will not fall sick if we keep our head
What
cool
does
and
it mean? Yeah, what does it mean if your head is warm and your feet are cold?
that means stay calm, don't get stressed, and be
No,
active.
it mean-
An active
no, it
person,
means- huh?
a physical active person and mentally cool person need not have a doctor.
Yeah, that's one way of interpreting it. But if it's opposite, if your head is warm and your feet are cold, that means you have a
Dead
fever.
person. It's a fever, yeah.
Because whenever anybody has fever, you check the forehead, not the feet. That's how you know somebody has got a temperature. Or somebody is running a
Nowadays,
fever.
when we
or
have
running a
fever,
temperature.
immediately we go for corona test. So everybody checks the nose.
Yeah. But that is a new one. But the normal thing is you always touch the forehead. Huh? If somebody's got fever, you touch the forehead. You don't ask that person, take off your shoes, I want to touch your feet and see. So if it's the opposite, it means physically there's something wrong with you. You're running a temperature or something. So auf Deutsch sagt man deswegen, halt den Kopf kühl, die Füße warm, und das macht den besten Doktor arm. Keep your head cool. This, if you feel you're running a temperature, you've got a hot forehead, and your feet are chilly, you're shivering or you're feeling cold in the feet, that means you're not well. But the other way around, if you keep your head cool, your temperature is down, your feet are warm, you have to keep them warm, don't expose them to cold, then the best doctor will become poor. Arm is antonym of reich. R-E-I-C-H. Ja. Und Kushi hat das hier, Elios Nummer 5 hat sie gesagt,
Sorry, Shaba in the Fraga, sir.
Bay.
Yeah.
Before that. Yeah, doctor is here masculine, no, sir, but we have
Mhm.
studied Erst and Ersten. So
Mhm.
similarly, doctor and doctorine, is it?
No, no. Doktor.
Okay, sir. Okay.
So, Herr Doktor und Frau Doktor.
Frau Doctor. Okay.
The word doctor can have a double meaning.
Mm.
It need not always be a medical doctor. It can also be the other doctor who's good for nothing. In other words, somebody who's done a PhD.
Got it.
Right? A PhD person is also called a doctor.
Yes, sir.
So a PhD person can only do something with this subject. He can't help people, whereas a doctor, medical,
Medical, yeah. Practitioners can help.
can be of use to the other people. So which is why this word doctor is used with only one gender. Der Doktor.
Yeah. Habe verstanden. Danke, sir.
Ja, gut. Also Frau Doktor kann man auch sagen dann. Okay. Ein Apfel am Tag, Kushi, du hast den.
Yeah, B.
Yeah.
With them doctor
With
kind
the
flag.
line flag.
What is this apostrophe here? I will ask you small questions like this. Why this apostrophe?
Kind S plug. So we get S there. So we get apostrophe S we put. So to hide that E.
Yeah.
Here,
Yeah.
what are you
Anstatt
hiding?
anstatt A man kann benutzen apostrophe.
So what does it mean here, this word plag?
I have no idea.
Basically, they've remember it's a proverb, and proverbs normally also rhyme to a certain extent. There's a rhyming or melody there. To complete that melody, they have changed the word slightly here. For example, warm, arm. Den Kopf halt kühl, die Füße warm, das macht den besten Doktor arm. Warm, arm. Similarly, hier ein Apfel am Tag, mit dem Doktor kein Plag. So they're matching the word Tag with Plag. You are very close to the answer, Vasu. That was a very, very close.
So
Normally,
keine article.
Talk. Da gibt es ein Artikel hier.
No,
You
sir.
said your idea.
Flag is the flag.
Nein, this is Plage. The word is Plage. The Plage. Nuisance or trouble or any such thing. So if you have an apple every day, you will not have any trouble with the doctor. So an apple a day keeps the doctor away. So here, ein Apfel am Tag mit dem Doktor keine Plage. So this apostrophe is for keine. Keine Plage. But if you say keine Plage, then it does not rhyme with Tag. So you remove the E from Plage, make it Plag, so Tag, Plag, it rhymes. But if you say keine Plag, again it sounds odd. It doesn't fit into that rhythm. So remove the E, put an apostrophe. Then
But the
Apfelam Tag, yeah,
plaque should also have an apostrophe then.
no. The apostrophes will normally not be there with nouns.
No. Okay. Only with pronouns.
With pronouns and verbs at times. Yeah. This is
Yes,
the
sir.
German way of writing, and also a very interesting way, because most of the proverbs rhyme. Now I've given you a hint. So you should be able to solve definitely one more with the rhyme schema.
Yeah,
Sir,
rune
fear
tun.
is say.
Ja,
No, zwei is a,
ja.
rune tun.
Und Nummer 3,
Bettler oder Kaiserbettler.
Sir, mit dem Hühnen ins Bett und mit
Sir,
ihnen
mit
aufstehen.
A.
ja, das ist A.
Ist A.
Richtig, richtig, richtig. Ja, sehr gut. Now let's look at this proverbs one by one. So, den Kopf halt kühl, die Füße warm, das macht den besten Doktor arm. Also das ist Bild Nummer E. Und ein Apfel am Tag, mit dem Doktor kein Plag. Das ist
B.
Bild Nummer B.
Hm.
Stimmt?
Yeah.
Yes,
Das,
sir.
das ist ein Arzt. Er trägt einen Kittel. He's wearing a white coat. This is called a Kittel. Er hält hier in der Hand eine Spritze. Spritze, Injection, a syringe. Und er hat hier ein Stethoskop. Hier. He's a doctor, no doctor. 7 apples, 7 days in a week, eat one every day. Also Montag, Dienstag, Mittwoch, Donnerstag, Freitag, Samstag, Sonntag. And then we had, ist morgens wie ein Kaiser, mittags wie ein Edelmann, ja, wie ein Edelmann
C.
und abends wie ein Bettler. Und das ist das Bild hier.
C.
So
Eine
what does
Admin.
this mean? Ja, was bedeutet das hier? Eat in the morning like a king, like a nobleman in the afternoon, and like a beggar in the evening.
Dagger in the evening.
Hmm?
Because then breakfast is the most nutritious essence of the day. And
Why?
people say
Why?
that because of empty stomach flesh.
Yeah, good. Is that good, Kushi? Uh-huh.
And I've heard that breakfast should always be heavy.
Mhm.
And one must have breakfast every day.
Right, well done. But
Yeah.
many people don't have breakfast. Huh? No, I don't
Yeah.
eat breakfast.
Yeah, Ishaq.
There you are. Just look at the timing here. Which page is this here?
Aktuar.
On the Mittagessen?
Vielleicht soll oder ein.
Yeah, Deutschland is 12 here. According, go by this. 12, 12:30, normally lunch is over. What's the difference between 8 and 12?
4 hours. 4
4
hours.
Vier Stunden.
4.
4 Stunden. Und
Stunden.
das Abendessen?
6.
6 Uhr.
Und der Unterschied? Zeitunterschied? 12 und 6?
6 Uhr. 6
Sechs
Stunden. 6 Stunden.
6 Stunden. And from 6 p.m. in the evening to 8 a.m. next morning?
14.
12, 14 hours.
See, the time gap is huge.
Yeah.
This
So,
huge
do
time gap.
Germans eat dinner at 6 p.m.?
Yeah,
They-
genau. Exactly
They,
6.
they start, they finish at 8:15 because they need to have some beer.
No, that goes also fairly quickly, Vasu, what I would suggest. But yes, 6 o'clock is a normal dinner time.
6 to
Abend,
7. Between 6
yeah,
to
so they
7.
normally finish very early. They're like
Yeah.
the Jains in our country.
Yeah.
And very often they also say, wir essen heute kalt. Wir essen kalt. So was bedeutet das? Wir essen kalt heute.
the food that is not fresh.
No, food that is not cooked.
Okay.
So which means it's what you see in the picture.
Bread.
Bread with cheese, bread with butter, or something that is not being cooked or prepared at that time. It could also be salad. There's a lot.
Mostly salad.
Yeah, so this is we are Essen kalt. So keep this in mind. We are Essen kalt, whereas in India, at home, mostly, your mother or whoever it is shouts at you if you don't show up on time. And they tell you the food has gone cold. Come, eat now. Everything is hot and warm. Eat now. Whether it is summer or whether it is winter, we always take food that is warm. Germans, irrespective of season, we essen kalt. Remember the phrase, we essen kalt. Okay, then let's get back wieder. So, right. Nach dem Essen sollst du ruhen oder 1000 Schritte tun. Ruhen and tun. This is ruhen. Somehow it does not match the 2n. There's no 2n, it's only tun. That's why they shortened this to ruhen. So nach dem Essen sollst du ruhen oder 1000 Schritte tun. So what's bedeutet das? Nach dem Essen sollst du ruhen.
Either you should rest or you should work or run like 100 steps, 1,000
Walk.
steps. Walk.
Yes.
Yeah.
Walk. You should walk.
Either go for a walk or go straight to bed after food. Study and work don't go together because there's also another proverb in German. Ein voller Bauch studiert nicht gern. Ein voller Bauch studiert nicht gern. Or ein voller Magen, either way. A full stomach does not like to study. In other words, if you're overeaten or you had a very, very good meal, you feel lazy, you feel tired, you feel sleepy. Es gibt eine Reihe von Sprichwörtern. Some of them they appear. We'll go through them as and when they come up. And maybe at the end, if you so wish, I will give you a list of commonly used proverbs that you can use in your everyday language.
Sir, I would like to have it because it's
Yes, sir, I will
welcomed by
also.
German.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I know. They use a lot of proverbs when they speak. And we do that in our languages also. It's simple.
Yes, sir.
Proverbs
Yeah,
proverbs are
that
part of language.
dilutes the tension of the situation many times.
Yep. As I'll send you a few most commonly used ones. Okay, so let's get down here. This sentence is, I'm not happy with this. This is not given properly here. Mit den Hühnern ins Bett gehen und mit ihnen aufstehen. That's how it should go. Gehen, stehen. It matches here. So mit den Hühnern ins Bett gehen und mit ihnen aufstehen. What does it mean? Mit den Hühnern ins Bett gehen.
Early to go bed or
Yeah, early to
and
bed
wake up with rain. Yeah.
Early
Yeah.
to rise.
and early to rise. Completed. Monica.
Early to bed, early to rise.
Makes a person healthy and
Person
wise.
healthy and wise. Makes a person healthy and wise.
Okay. So you should go to bed early and also get up early.
But
So
in
within you-
but how the hens are linked here?
Most of the birds, they go to bed by sunset.
Yeah.
And they get up well before sunrise, just before the sun starts or the sun comes up. Have you ever observed it or noticed it?
Sir, I have
By
heard
evening-
about hens.
Forget the hens. All birds by sunset, they fall silent, and they
Yeah,
are very
all
active
birds.
just before sunrise. You are talking to a experienced bird watcher right now. I have been watching birds for 40 years. It's my hobby, or it used to be my hobby. Now it is my passion. By sunset, they've all gone. Of course, then the night birds, the nocturnal birds become awake, like the owls, and there are other nocturnal birds. They
Bat.
become awake. Now, bat is not a bird. Bat is a mammal. It's a mammal. Otherwise, birds, they all go to sleep by sunset. So you want to catch them in a good photograph, then you have to find out which tree they prefer to roost in, reach that place before sunset, wait. Thousands of them will come and sit on that tree. Same time, every day. Exactly the same time. Early morning, your alarm can fail you, your battery in your cell phone can run out, but not the bird. 5:40, 5:40. 6:10, 6:10. So winter and summer times are different. Before sunrise, the bird starts calling. So early to bed and early to rise. So go to bed with the birds, 6 p.m., 6:30 p.m. But then half of us are busy with our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, WhatsApp, plus all other things. So we sleep only at 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the morning and get up at 11 o'clock. And then we have invented a word called brunch, which we have at 11 o'clock. So this is a proverb. And this proverb is there even in Indian languages, early to bed and early to rise. Yeah, getting up early and then studying is supposedly extremely good. Your mind is fresh. I still get up in the morning by 4:45. I don't have anything to do literally, but I still get up in the morning. Get ready, have a bath, get fresh. And then I sit at the computer sometimes, looking at the words, lessons, any extra explanations needed. It's an old habit. I used to get up earlier to go and play, but now study this. And so learn a few of these, and I want you to answer these two questions. Also Nummer 3 haben wir schon gemacht. Why should we follow die Ratschläge? Was bedeutet Ratschläge?
Suggestion.
Advice.
Advice. What is the singular here? Die Ratschläge is plural. Wie heißt der
Ratschlag.
Singular? Artikel,
Der.
der Ratschlag oder der Rat, both are possible. But the plural for both is Ratschläge. Der Rat, die Ratschläge. Der Ratschlag, die Ratschläge. Advice. Remember English, there's no advices. The word advice is only singular in English. So, sollte man die Ratschläge befolgen? Let me change the question. Should one follow these advice?
In meiner Meinung, ja, wir müssen benutzen.
Nach meiner Meinung.
Nach meiner Meinung, ja, benutzen wir meistens, weil es die Situation leistet.
Was sagen die anderen? Sollte man die Ratschläge befolgen? Should one follow these proverbs? This advice?
Yeah.
Again, Yeah.
Yeah, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a very brief answer. That is what is required. Now, welches Sprichwort möchten Sie in Zukunft in die Tat umsetzen? This is a window. In die Tat umsetzen is a phrase.
Was bedeutet?
What is the verb for tat? Do you know that?
Exactly sure.
Ha, ha, ha.
Do.
Tun. Well done. The verb is tun.
Soon.
Ha. So what does it mean? In die Tat umsetzen? From tat, you guess. From the word tat. Tat is the doing, the deed.
Tatsächlich is a fact. So
To apply in the deed.
no.
Yes, Kushi. Yes, Kushi.
To
You are
apply
very-
in daily.
Yeah, very good. Well done. Can you give me a
Because
nice...
the proverbs are facts. They reveal the
Uh-huh.
truth
Which we
or
use in our daily life or in our future.
Give me a nice, simple word here. Give me some small, simple phrase here. Very simple. In the Tat umsetzen means to put into practice, to put into deed, literally, like Kushi said. Well done, Kushi. To implement, to put into practice. So, which of these proverbs would you like to put into practice if you're not following it?
Ein Apfel am Tag mit dem Doktor kein Plag.
With them talk to kind plug. Okay. What about the others? Yeah, good.
Ja, ich möchte mit dritte
Also
Ratschläge geben.
Also mit
Und
den
early
Jungen,
to bed, early to rise.
Ja,
Sir, 5. Ein Apfel am Tag.
okay. Und die anderen?
nach dem Mesem sollst du ruhen
Ja?
oder 1000 Schritte tun.
Also bei mir ist das auch okay. Nach der Messe so ruhe ich mich auch aus. Ja, ja. The others, please. Come on. Priyamada.
Sir, 5. Ein Apfel am Tag mit dem Doktor kein Plag.
Aha. So you're not doing it now. In future, you want to do this, right?
Yeah, we are also doing, sir, but
Okay.
but not regularly. Yeah.
Because that's the first half of the question. See? Welchen Rat befolgen Sie bereits? What's bedeutet hier bereits?
In place or in service or you're executing.
Already?
Already, now. So which of this advice are you following now or are you following already? On which one would you like to incorporate? Which one would you like to include? Which one would you like to implement? Which one would you like to put into practice in future? Look at how
Sir,
the questions are formulated. Huh? Yeah.
So जो dry है mit dem Hören ins Bett und mit ihnen auf ausstehen. This is na this will that means na early to bed, early to rise makes a person healthy and wise. Ja, genau.
Befolgen Sie das bereits?
Ja, genau.
Und welches Sprichwort möchten Sie in Zukunft in die Tat umsetzen oder befolgen?
Ja, ist morgen wie ein Kaisermittag, wie
Wie ein Edelmann und abends
Edelman,
wie ein
Abend wie ein Bettler.
Okay. So see how the questions have been formulated. Use these hints from these questions, from these statements,
Ja,
to
genau.
formulate your own questions and your own
Questions.
sentences whenever required. Ja, this Frage we have already dealt with. Gibt es in einer Sprache ähnliche Sprichwörter? Übersetzen Sie und so weiter. That we have done. There are thousands of them. Thousands of proverbs. Das Sprichwörter sind Teil der normalen Sprache. Zum Beispiel Zeit ist Geld. Das ist auch ein Sprichwort. Zeit ist Geld.
Ja. Ist Geld.
Oder
Die Zeit vergeht im Fluge.
that is, Zeit vergeht is, can be called a proverb. It's more of a Wendung.
Understood.
But better would be morgen, morgen, nicht nur heute, sagen alle faule Leute.
Noch einmal, sir.
Morgen, morgen, nicht nur heute, sagen alle faulen Leute.
सर ये वो नहीं है आज का काम कल पर मत छोड़ो
आज करे सो नहीं कल करे सो आज कर.
It is kind of that, but what does it really mean here, word for word?
In Hindi oder in Deutsch?
Egal. Also, what does it mean, word for word, the way I've said it? Morgen, morgen, nicht nur heute, sagen alle faulen Leute.
जो भी आलसी होते हैं वो कल कल करते रहते हैं.
कल पे काम
कल मत करो जो करना आज करके.
ना.
सर कल आज का काम कल पर मत छोड़ो.
No, lazy people will tell today that.
Nein, auch nicht, Jeet. No.
Yeah, lazy people always say we will do it tomorrow.
Correct.
Yeah.
That is the meaning here. Morgen, nicht nur heute. Sagen alle faulen Leute. All lazy people say, tomorrow, not today. That's a literal meaning. Okay, I'll give you another one.
सर कहते हैं ना आलसियों का कल कभी नहीं आता.
Right.
I'll give you another meaning. Who's this calling? Okay. I'll give you another problem. Ende gut, alles gut.
All's well that ends well.
All's well that ends well. Okay. Schweigen ist, Reden ist Silber, Schweigen ist Gold. Reden ist Silber, Schweigen ist Gold.
तो कुछ समझ में आया कि गोल्ड और सिल्वर के बारे में टॉकिंग इन सिल्वर.
Was ist Schweigen? Okay.
चुप भली वाला कुछ ऐसा ही था.
Reden, was ist Reden?
To talk.
Sprechen. Reden ist Silber, Schweigen ist Gold. Speech is silver, silence is golden.
Yes, sir, because it confuses people.
Keeping quiet is more. No, it can also show your ignorance.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes. So that is why they say Reden is Silber, Schweigen is Gold. But please, noch einmal, please turn the proverb the other way around in the German class. Reden ist Gold, Schweigen ist Silber. Wenn wir Deutsch lernen, müssen wir viel mehr sprechen. Und das ist Gold. Und schweigen, das ist selber. So speak more than now in future. Wir haben learned das Proverb. Und das müssen wir oder sollten wir in Zukunft befolgen.
So what you want to say exactly? More speak is better
Speak more.
in German.
You have to speak more to improve your German. You have to speak more.
Okay.
If you keep quiet, how will you learn how to speak?
But sir, what is the general meaning?
That's what I'm telling you. The general original meaning is don't talk if you don't have anything to say. Keep quiet.
Yeah.
If you have nothing to say and you don't know the topic, you have no knowledge about the discussion, then keep quiet. Better to keep quiet. So there your silence is golden. It is more value. And you don't make a fool of yourself. Right? So that is the original meaning. There's another proverb there which goes with it. Fools talk, wise people listen.
Listen.
They listen.
Yeah.
There are many such proverbs. But at the same time, in a German classroom, you should always invert it. Speak more so that your spoken German improves. So tell yourself today.
What is the difference between question befolgen and folgen?
With folgen, you need a preposition. With befolgen, no preposition. The meaning is the same. To follow. Same meaning, no problem. If you remove the BE, you have to put a preposition afterwards. Folgen auf. If you don't want the auf, then add a BE. No preposition then.
Thank you, sir.
Very simple. Okay. Now we'll end today with this last bit. Mit einer Süßigkeit. We have a sweet ending for all of you. Sweet students, sweet learners. Eine süße Versuchung. Was bedeutet Tiramisu? A new word. Wer kann das erklären? Das ist das Tiramisu. Kann man ein Tiramisu essen?
Sir, ich weiß nicht, was ist Tiramisu?
Kann man das essen?
Ich glaube, ja.
Erste Frage. Ja, was?
Ja, ja, sir.
Sie glauben ja.
Ja.
Aha. Okay. Was ist Tiramisu?
Ein Essen.
Eine Süßigkeit.
I say das ist ein Nachtisch.
Okay.
Was bedeutet Nachtisch?
Dessert.
Wann isst man den Nachtisch? Ja, Kushi?
After the food, it's a dessert.
It's a... Forgotten the word? Dessert. D-E-S-S.
Yes, sir.
Ja? Das isst man normalerweise am Ende des Essens. Sweet is normally eaten, although here in the European context, at the end of the food. That is called a dessert. Und Tiramisu kommt aus Italien. Comes from Italy. It's coffee with eggs, with sugar. It's a cake, a kind of a cake. Coffee, egg, sugar. Then there's some cheese and a cocoa. And there are other varieties. There's one tiramisu variety that is literally full of rum. Full of rum. And if you're not used to it and eat loads of tiramisu, then you get drunk, literally. So, aus Italian, das tiramisu. Okay, let's look at a few other words. First, these are your cakes. They are cakes. The cakes.
Cookies.
What's begotten? They are cakes.
Cookies.
Give me a simple word. Cookies.
Biscuit.
Biscuits.
Mata,
Biscuits.
give me the correct pronunciation in Hindi. Let's have some fun.
Biscuit.
Biscuit.
Biscuit. Biscuit. That's good. That is cakes. Yeah, cakes is plural. Cakes is singular. Fruit gummi.
Fruit jelly.
Fruit jelly is good. Well done. Das gummi. Chocolade.
Chocolates.
Chocolate.
Article.
The chocolada.
The chocolate.
What's the saying? Choco regal.
So chocolate bar.
तुमको चॉकलेट बहुत पसंद है क्या?
नहीं sir.
नहीं, बिल्कुल अच्छा नहीं लगता. Choco regal is chocolate bar, correct?
Ulcer.
Yeah, that's is normally used in plural again. Huh? Choco regal. Okay. Bonbon.
It's like popcorn.
Candy.
Candy, sugar candy. Yeah.
Can you give me a better word? Candy is okay. Well done. Any other word? Option?
Sugar popcorn.
No. This is the normal sweets that we used to eat as children. Remember, all of us?
So,
Candies.
toffees like
Toffee.
toffees.
No. Toffee is different. Toffee is very soft. This is that hard, sweet, orange in a plastic wrapper. Parry sweets or whatever else over there.
Candy.
Candy is the word now being used, but earlier we
Lollipop?
used to call them sweets. Lollipop is something different. So bonbon is something in the small of a small tablet, round tablet, and it's sweet. Sugar.
Okay.
Then there are various kinds of sweet. A lollipop is also a kind of a candy. It's also a sweet. You people seem to have forgotten your childhood, or did you not eat sweets when you were young? This is the thing that
That's
was
true.
what?
I didn't have the opportunities, variety of opportunities. My opportunities were limited.
I can believe that, and I quite agree with you. But many of us, I'm including myself in that, did not have these opportunities. Only later on, we were also allowed this. When we had our birthday at school, we were given a small box of these bonbons. You put them in your mouth and let them stay there in the mouth. They would slowly melt. You got very hard.
Yeah. Genau. I have eaten it.
Yeah. So this box is to be given to be distributed in your class on your birthday at school. You offered one to the teacher first and then to the rest of your classmates.
Most of the times it comes on holiday. So that's another
That is a big advantage because you save. More than you, your parents are happy. You feel miserable. As a child is. Yeah, so these are different kinds of sweets. And die beliebtesten Süßigkeiten. Superlative. This is beliebtesten Süßigkeiten.
most lovable.
Most
Lovable.
Lovable.
Most loved.
Loved.
Loved, not lovable here. Most loved sweets in Germany. And talking of sweets, look at the adjectives that we can have. Süßlich, sauer, zartbitter, bitter, säuerlich, gewürzt, sahnig, aromatisch, leicht, zuckersüß, köstlich, gepfeffert, herb. How many of these do you know?
Einige.
Nicht
Einige,
alle?
ja.
Nein.
Nicht alle. Nicht alle.
Huh?
Sir, was bedeutet gewürzt?
Gewürzt, seasoned. Seasoned.
Season. Season.
So what do you mean gewürzt? Seasoned, what is the meaning of seasoned?
That is available in
Particular
Particular
time or
time. Particular
Oh.
dipping
season.
it for some time. For example, rasagulla, dipping it in the jeera for some time, then it gets seasoned.
Yeah,
That's
seasoned
right.
with.
Seasoned, it means you are adding something to it. Seasoned here would be spiced,
Okay.
flavored.
Flavored.
Flavored or spiced. That is correct, Vasu. So gewürzt
Okay.
is with some flavoring to it.
Mhm.
That
Und
flavoring
gepfeffert.
Gepfeffert. Remove the GE, look at the word in between.
Gepfeffert.
Peppered.
Gepfeffert.
Salz und Pfeffer. Und was ist denn Pfeffer?
Pepper.
Pepper.
Pepper, yeah.
Yeah, pepper. Don't say pepper, huh? Pepper. Salt and
What
pepper.
is costlich or köstlich?
Köstlich. Umlaut.
Ja, ich weiß das nicht. Aber
Huh?
ja, außerdem köstlich, ja, ich weiß.
Oh.
Na, right, ja.
Okay, eine Frage. Hast du mal Lindt-Schokoladen versucht? Oder?
Ja, Swedish Chocolate.
Genau.
Ja, es ist eine bekannte Schokolade in Deutschland.
Ja, also diese Lindt-Schokoladen sind sehr, sehr köstlich.
Lind bedeutet.
Lindt ist eine Firma, Kushi, eine
Also-
sehr, sehr Schokoladenfirma in der Schweiz.
Ja.
Sie produzieren Schokoladen und diese Schokoladen sind weltbekannt. Lindt, L-I-E-N-D-T.
DT, yeah, people mispronounce as Lindet. No, it's not Lindet, it's Lind.
It's Lindt Schokoladen. Diese Firma basiert sich in der Schweiz. It's based in Switzerland. Lindt und Sprüngli. These are world famous chocolates.
Ja,
They're a
ein
little
bisschen teuer.
expensive in India. Yeah,
Yeah.
a little expensive in India.
Ja, sogar in Deutschland auch. Es
Ja,
ist
ja.
teuer als unsere Milka oder Rittersport.
Ja.
Teurer als.
Teurer als, ja.
Teurer.
Rittersport. Das ist meine beliebteste Schokolade.
Ja, wann wir auf Stuttgart kommen, wir müssen kaufen immer.
Wenn, ja, so, wenn, not one, wenn. Rittersport ist eine deutsche Marke. Was bedeutet Marke?
Brand.
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 Well done. That's well done. Lindt ist Swiss und sehr, sehr köstlich, diese Schokoladen. Sehr, sehr lecker. Sehr köstlich. So what is the meaning of köstlich?
Tongue biting.
Lekker.
Lecker
Delicious.
in the sense of delicious. Very
Delicious.
tasty. Very tasty. From here, we also have the verb kösten. Kösten as a verb. So, for example, when my wife cooks something, then she sometimes asks me, kannst du das kösten? And then she'll bring it in a small spoon to me.
Taste.
Right, that is kösten, to taste.
And even before chewing it, they'll ask how it is. That is a bad and difficult part.
I don't want to answer that because I had this issue yesterday.
It will be so hard. We were waiting for to getting it cold. Even before putting it into our mouth, they'll ask how is it, and they expect to give a good feedback. That's the second irony.
Yes, so with due apologies to all the ladies here, my personal apologies. So this is what happens. Normally, it comes piping hot in a spoon.
Sir,
This
even
is
after doing this for decades, please change, sir. You just have to just say it. Yeah.
No, we'll share. But the thing is, you just give us some time to taste it. You just show
No.
it and ask how it is.
Yeah.
because I see your point, Uma. But I cook now. I love cooking. I've been cooking for more than 30 years now, and I love cooking. I normally cool things down and then give it to other people who would like to taste.
Mm.
So I cool it and take it. But this comes straight after stuff. Yeah, so I agree with Vasu. Okay, let's look at aromatic,
Aromatic.
Smelling good.
cremish,
Yeah,
Creamy.
Creamy.
und zahnisch.
Pasty.
It's also cremish.
Yeah,
Creamy,
pasty.
creamy.
Zahne
I
means
use
cream.
pasty. Yeah.
Yeah, but zana is cream. The zana,
Yeah, cream.
that's cream. So zanish is
Malai.
very
In Hindi, it's
creamy.
malai.
But you know all the words now. So enjoy these words for the moment. Taste them well today in your minds. And tomorrow we'll have a look at chocolate.
Sir, was bedeutet sour bitter? Sour bitter.
What is bitter?
Kadwa.
Gadwa.
And what is sat? Sehr sat. Also, das ist ganz sat. Und das ist hart. Das ist hart. Und das ist zart.
Weich.
Weich, also soft.
Soft.
Okay.
Zart is soft and hard is hard.
Hard.
Can I use weich then? Weich is soft, am I right?
Weich is
word.
normally something which is very pulpy. That would be weich. So a chocolate should not be very pulpy, right?
Yes, sir.
So it should be
Yes.
soft but not pulpy. Not that, where you touch it and it becomes all messy and after that you are going around with your hands like this. No, it should not be like that. That will be weich. Very, very pulpy, very, very soft. Weich. Yeah. You can have zarte Worte, but not weiche Worte. You can have gentle words, zart, but not weich words. No, words can be gentle and soft.
Gentle, soft.
And soft, but not weich as soft.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
We'll learn these uses. Don't worry. Don't worry. So tomorrow we meet up as usual, the usual time. I hope you enjoyed reading about chocolate and you have some taste in your mouth now.
Yes, sir. Genau, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Those of you who have got a chocolate at home, please eat one on my behalf.
I like to.
So take one
Yes,
extra piece on my behalf. I can't eat chocolate right now. I can't get it from you. But take one on my behalf. So noch Fragen?
I will again.
Ja, okay.
As many as you can.
Mach das gleich. Gibt es noch Fragen?
Nein, sir.
Nine, sir.
Any
Danke,
questions?
sir.
Nice, sir.
Nine, sir. Danke, sir.
Okay, yeah. If you stop recording, then I'll ask my question to others because again, it's purely on our organization and things.
Genau. Einen kleinen Moment. Das ist jetzt